Welcome back to the SpeedChess Championship quarterfinals. It was a game played between Magnus Carlsen and Fabiano that we are going to look at. In fact, this is a it's a finish of the game. It's the ending of a game, and I found this very pretty. Magnus throughout the game was setting up traps, but I specifically liked the finish of the game. It was a speed game, obviously, so Fabiano did not have the time to process everything that Magnus was doing. So he just played the move and he fell for the trap which Magnus was setting up. But basically, Fabiano got adopted in this game. You know what? He crushed Fabiano with a score of 22 to 4, and that's huge. Even at a point defeating him like 10 in a row, and that's crushing. You're talking about Fabiano, right? I mean, I personally consider Fabiano as a real, opposition to Magnus Carlsen. Probably the only one right now who can fight him in a match format. There are a lot of players like Pragnananda and so many others who have defeated Magnus in a tournament format. Tournament format is something very different than a match format. I think in a match format, Magnus Carlsen is much more experienced and way too difficult to defeat. Even think of defeating him is too difficult. I think Fabian is the only one that can hold against him, but not defeat him. So Magnus at the point is really at the peak of his career, the peak of his form. He's playing some awesome chess, right? And crushing Fabiano with a score of 22 to 4 is saying something for sure. So let's look at this position. Magnus in this position played the move rook to f8, a very beautiful move. In fact, it's like a study-like position. Obviously, it's not forced what's going to happen. In fact, there are multiple options. Rook f8 is not the only move. There are so many other moves, but this move basically sets up a trap, and Fabiano just fell for it. Now, Fabiano played a very logical move, right? You can see the pawn on f3 is actually a target. Black's king is already attacking it, and you would like to attack it furthermore with the move rook to d3, and that's exactly what he played. What did he miss over here? In fact, he fell right into Magnus Carlsen's trap. As soon as he played the move rook to d3, Magnus, played the move rook to e4 and finished the game in style. What a beautiful way to finish the game. Look at this mating net that Magnus he was trying to set up this mating net for a long time. In fact, he was trying to set up traps throughout the game, and this is where Fabiano fell. I think at one point you just mentally give up, and that's exactly what happened with Fabiano. He got crushed. Like, I mean, I haven't heard of such a crushing victories apart from Fischer's great victories against Mark Taimanov and then Larson and then Petrosyan and Spassky. But this is something extraordinary what's happening right now. Let's see what happens in the finals. I'm pretty optimistic about it. But this guy is definitely on fire, and it's lucky that we did not get to see the Fischer era. We did not get to see the Kasparov era or Capablanca era or Karpov era, but we are getting to see the Carlsen era, the Magnus era, and we are quite fortunate for that. So hope you enjoyed this beautiful chess game. I think the finish was particularly nice. It's not like forced or anything. Fabiano could have easily defended this. He was obviously worse, but he was still in a position where he could have held on. But I just particularly liked the finish, and I thought I should share it with you. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys.